What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. Hey, we are in a foreign stew. Thanks to you. Oh, I got some of my
Yeah,
eye.
I noticed that. I was like, cat hair.
Probably. I probably might die in this episode, but it's all good.
That's fine. I got 2 kitties that shed all the time. So your eyes are going to get probably red. We have eye drops and such because people that come here will get his and they flare up pretty bad.
Hey, so if I die in this episode, it's been worth it. Welcome to Every Inch Counts podcast. I'm your host, Josh Bogs Life Boger, and today we have a very special episode. My guest today is one of my original day ones. I've known him since I was born. He was adopted from Russia as a baby, and someone I call a big brother. And this is my boy, Alex Bartos. What's up, dog?
It's good to be on.
I know, man.
Even though we're split apart for a little bit, but we still come back.
I know,
nice.
man. Dude, we've known each other for 25 years now.
Yeah, that's weird to think about, too.
Because there's pictures of me and you holding me as a baby, because you're 2 years older than me.
Yeah, that's right. Hannah, do we have that photo? I think I have it on the fridge.
No
the one
way.
Yeah, I found more, but...
you actually have it?
Yeah. It's somewhere. Check the...
It's somewhere. We'll find it.
Yeah. Did you see the ones that I sent you?
Yeah.
On Snapchat a while ago?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
we have the photo album in the back.
Yeah, we have so many pictures. Like, we were so close that our pictures were in each other's houses, hanging up on walls and shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's how tight we were.
Remember how families would have it? Same with your grandma's, where it would be photos all on the wall of everybody together.
Yeah, I don't have a photo anymore. It's all... There it is. Oh, jeez.
Wow, you found it.
Oh, man. I don't know if you could see that, but yeah. Put that thing in front of there. That thing is... That's an oldie right there.
Many memories.
Where was that even at? Hold on, let me see this thing.
Backyard?
No, dude, this was at the World.
Wow.
This was definitely at the World, because you could see there's the bleachers, or like the upper part.
Yeah, yes, I know what you're talking about. It's weird, too, because when I looked at it, I was just looking at us. I wasn't looking at the background.
Yeah, this is at the World.
Wild.
I think I know what this is. I think it was like a Disney thing that our parents brought us to. But a little bit of housekeeping things before we get deep, because this is Every Inch Counts. We get deep. I'm almost done with my Pokemon drawings. I have fucking 5 more to do, or 4 more to do, and I'm completely done, so I can move on from that.
Yeah, the ones you posted on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch them.
Yeah. I'm
glow
almost
art.
done with them, man. Almost done.
What number are you on now?
Today's going to be day 147.
Wow. So all the drawings, what do you do with them? Besides, obviously, hang on to them. Does anybody,
People
want to buy them?
People offered, like, yo, you selling? I'm like, not at the moment. Probably after I'm done with it and I don't really need them anymore. Like, because I want all of them before I start doing all that shit. But I'm just ready to be done with it. But as this episode airs, it's going to be already done, because I am a week ahead with episodes. So pretty solid. But how are you doing, dude?
Not bad. I got a day off today.
I know.
So I'll take it.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't sleep in ever anymore. I wake up at 5 or 6 every time, way before my alarms. Or my cats wake me up.
I used to be like that too, man. When I was working for that scaffold company, I'd be waking up at 5 o'clock to be at work at 6 every morning, and we would work till 4.
How many days in a row did you have to work?
This is Monday through Friday, but one of the reasons why I left is because they were going to work Monday through Saturday.
Only
6
one
to
day off of the
4.
week?
Yeah. It's overtime pay, but it's not worth it. It's not worth the body ache and the back break to get paid shit money, but get overtime pay, which it ain't worth it. But yeah, let's get deep. Let's get deep, dude. So
Deep.
So my earliest memory of you is after that picture, obviously, because I don't I don't remember any of that shit.
I'm the same way. I have to go through photos to figure it out.
So you were adopted from Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about because of course you don't remember it. You were a baby, right? How old were you when your parents came and got you?
10 months old. I have a big album Hannah's going to get. Bedroom. There's photos of Russia and like the orphanage that I stayed at.
You were 10 months old?
Yeah.
I thought you were a lot younger. I thought you were like just like born.
No, 10 months. And according to the records that we had, nobody looked at me to adopt up until like that point. So I was just there.
You were just chilling there until
that big book that we're bringing in.
No way.
So that's the old passport. You have to translate it though.
Wow.
It's weird to look at.
Okay. Well, did you have a name before?
Do you have the...
That'd be so cool to find out if your name was something different before.
It seems like they kind of like with different cultures where you use your like father's name or last name to be first or like in the middle.
Okay.
Down the line. So the names are kind of
This thing is
odd.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah, it's cool. So Alex is the same name, so Alexander, and then Sasha translates to, right? You knew that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was Ivanov for the last name, but it's like Ivanov or Ivanov, whatever, and then another name after that, kind of like a dash or hyphen through.
That's nuts. And then data issued 27/3/98, so that's March 27th.
Mm-hmm.
So we literally were almost like together like as soon as I was born. Like that's how
as soon as I was brought back,
yeah, because literally 6 months later I was born.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So you'll see the names on there.
Oh, that's why on social media you've been putting your name as that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, back in the day when I did that.
Yeah, this is dope as fuck.
Yeah, it's wild too because it shows. I don't know if it shows the.
Does it say
the
your
names?
Does it say like your old parents?
Yeah,
wow.
we found the names on there, which is interesting, but
that's nuts. This is insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and one of the record sheets saying like they don't want any contact to know about me.
Wow.
Or anything like that. Kind of like, yeah, it's adoption, but they don't want to hear about it because maybe it's like heartbreak down the road. But it's weird.
That is weird, man.
But I respect the wishes. I don't even want to look them up.
You haven't even tried?
No, I haven't tried. I just want to see what they look like. But then, yeah, obviously dive deep into it. I don't want to do that.
No, yeah, because you'll get invested, and at that point, you're going to be like, I want to meet these people.
Right, and then you got all these emotions going through. Like anger is a big one, but at the time, you got to think of why maybe they possibly did it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
Reasonably, better life here than them taking care of me, which is fine because I have a great life.
Oh, yeah, and plus, like, dude, your parents fucking took care of you, dude. Like, your parents were fucking awesome of not only you, but, like, everyone. Like, I remember me and you getting into so much shit because of just the bullshit they would just let us do. It was fun, man. But did you ever have, like, I know this is kind of like after our generation. It's kind of like the generation after.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents didn't do like a gotcha day with you, right?
What do you mean?
Like, you know how you have like your birthday and then you have your gotcha day?
I see what you mean. No, it was always just birthdays.
When did you find out you were adopted? Did you know right away?
I think later down the road because they didn't want to tell me until I was able to understand it.
Because I always remember knowing that you were adopted.
Do you remember when I possibly started saying it? Maybe like around 8 or so. I don't remember.
I think we were even younger.
I mean, it's possible, but of course, saying like, "Oh, you're adopted," you don't know what that means as a kid.
Yeah, that's true.
So, probably age 6, maybe above, a little bit.
Yeah,
it would have to be because I knew about it before.
You knew when you were younger.
Yeah, but I just didn't know the whole in-depth spiel of it. But it was just, you're adopted. So.
That shit's sick. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just cool seeing. It's in English. This is all in English, right? This is all in English.
Should be.
This is all in Russian.
Yeah, it's all translated. And in a little bit I'll show you the pictures.
Oh yeah. After the episode, I'll definitely. What you should do is you should take pictures of them, send them to me. I'll put them in the episode.
Yeah, I could do that.
I'll have them like overlaid when we're talking about it. But yeah, the gotcha days. That's definitely something that didn't happen when we were younger.
No,
It's definitely like a new like Gen Z type thing.
yeah, to make kids feel better about themselves,
Yeah,
or an extra day of appreciation, I guess, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not adopted. I don't know. I don't get it, but I'm not adopted. I really can't speak on the terms. But dude, let's dive deep in like we talked a little bit about it already, but you know, we've known each other for fucking 25 years now. Dude, like so let's get down to the real business of how this all came together. So, growing up, you lived next door to my grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, when I was little, I was always at my grandparents'. They had a pool, had a hot tub. Like that was the place to be at, especially in the summer.
I got a question for you. When do you think they started to talk, your grandparents and my parents, next door? Probably when they moved in? Because I don't know that story either.
Neither do I. I don't. I have no clue. I should have asked.
That'd be an interesting one.
I don't know. Maybe, you know what it could have been? It could have been my mom and my uncle, more so.
Coming over and bringing over kids, and then obviously kids want to play with other kids, right? And then you start talking.
Well, yeah. Plus, I mean, I don't know. Back in the day, it seemed like you always talked to your neighbors because you remember,
Right.
Remember, on the other side, before that guy died, he was always talking.
Oh yeah,
He first person I ever met that was missing a finger.
I remember that. That's weird too, because I haven't thought about that since you just mentioned
Yeah,
it.
because I literally could picture that old RV that he had sitting in the driveway the whole damn time. And who knows? I'm pretty sure that they've known, and then you came along, and then I came along, and because you were there when I was born, I'm pretty sure. Like you weren't with like the family, but afterwards you guys came over, or a couple days after you guys came over. Like I see it in pictures. I don't remember it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the pictures too.
Yeah, and it's just so weird how like we have no clue and never asked. Like
Question for another day.
yeah, like I'll have to get you on again and really find out some.
If we can find out some history behind it, that'd be fun to talk about.
Yeah. Because that is an interesting ass story right there. That's something for the record books, honestly. But what is this here? So like you were neighbors with my grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we just clicked. Like something happened. Like we were into like the same shit. You know, we had back in the day. I don't know. Was that your motorcycle? Or was that my motorcycle?
I think you had one first, and I liked it, and then my parents went and got me one, so we both rode together.
Yeah, because
we had two. They're the red, black, and gray little electric.
And then we had the second one.
What was the second one?
Did we have a second one?
No, wasn't there another motorized thing that we rode?
Yeah, I had. I don't
remember it.
Remember, I had a green ATV, and then they brought it back like 2 weeks later, and then I had the yellow one, and then the go-kart.
Yeah, the go-kart. Yeah, I remember the four-wheeler and then the go-kart.
Little Kenzie still rides that go-kart. It's still working.
Wow.
Yep.
As old as it is, it's still good. She's still having fun.
My papa took care of his shit, dude. Like everything in there, he still got. Remember my sister's Princess?
Yeah.
Jeep thing still works.
It's funny how you like take care of it. Still lasts for generations down the road. It's weird.
They didn't keep Tommy's one. I wonder where that went. Because Tommy had a 4-wheeler.
Was that one? No, was that blue?
It might have been. Either that or he had the green one. Or he started using the yellow one when I got the go-kart. Because the go-kart, dude, that thing changed the game. At that time, that thing went so damn fast.
Yeah, I remember your grandfather saying, like, slow down, don't put
and like
pedal to the floor.
If I could picture my grandparents' backyard, so their garage is all the way in the backyard, and they have a driveway that goes all the way to the back. And basically the whole backyard is pavement. And they have a deck with a pool. And what we would do is we would take our bikes, take these motorized vehicles or battery powered vehicles, whatever they're called. I forgot what is it. It wasn't Fisher Price. It was something.
No,
it was
not
something
Fisher.
different. But we would go underneath. We would have like this circle because you would
that's
walk
right.
up.
Yeah, we would go. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
'cause the
stairs
deck
going
you-
up, and then
you
there's
would walk
room
up.
underneath
There's
going down to the
room
basement.
Yep, and we would just ride around for hours, and I mean hours. And then they had the retro basketball hoop with the metal netting.
Yeah, right above the garage.
It tore up that old Jordan ball.
Yeah, so you go to shoot, you miss, lands on the garage, like top of the roof.
We always had to play with the garage door shut.
Yeah, because he can't make shots for his life.
No, that's how basketball went. I wish they still had that. And when they don't even have a hoop no more.
No, there?
Nope.
No, I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
last
I
time I
know.
went there.
I wish they still had the garage hoop. Dude, that thing was the best thing ever.
It was perfect for what we were able to use for it.
Yeah,
I like the metal netting or whatever
dude,
it
it
was.
sounded so cool.
Yeah, better than just regular whatever the net they have now.
And it was more secure than the one that they had because it fell. Like, do you remember how bent in? It was almost like a carnival hoop, where it was like if it would fall down, because eventually my papa put cinder blocks on there, but it fell down, and it was like the circle. It was more like. It was like almost a half circle where she would now. We're like, how can we play like this? Like, we either need a new hoop or get rid of this thing. Like,
Yeah, I
I'm
remember
so
it
done.
falling down and then them getting mad coming out
yeah,
because it was a loud crash.
yep. It came down like it was loud. But other than that, we also indulged in a whole bunch of different toys. Like we were locked in. Like first thing I remember us getting really into was Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
You had, so it seemed like, because I just feel like it was just with age, you had a certain number of like the Megazords, because that's the only thing I really remember is all the Megazords.
Yeah, and the shelving that we had.
Yeah.
Top shelf and then the kind of like the other cabinets and such that we had, but they're
Yeah.
all lined up.
So all those, and then I had, scared the shit out you?
No, I didn't know what he was chasing.
Oh.
Go on.
So you had a certain amount of, you had a run of different Megazords going from like different seasons like in a row, and then it seemed like I had a different set. So like you had like season say A through Z or A through E, and I had F through whatever.
Mm-hmm. So it's almost like we had a complete set.
Yeah, it was
Same with I remember when Dino Thunder was big.
yeah.
We all had separate things along with it.
And
But
we were like, that's mine. That's mine. That's mine. You probably don't remember this because I don't remember this either, but I know the story. Do you remember when the Mighty Morphin movie came out?
Which one? The newer one?
No, the original movie. The one with Ivan Ooze.
Did that come out on VHS?
Yup.
I think my dad might have that in a box.
So our parents took us to the flea market and bought us complete sets of the old McDonald's toys for that. You remember those small Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin ones? And
Yeah.
it came in its set in a little like rolly toy.
I have them.
That's
They're in
what
storage.
Yep, that's what those were.
Yeah,
Those are
they're like
original.
that big.
Yep, they're original McDonald's toys.
Yeah.
They probably paid like $5 for all of them.
Mine are, I mean, they have nicks and such from probably playing with them. But yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
still, the coloring's still there.
I
It's not faded.
I have flip heads. The original flip heads.
Mm-hmm.
So they're
Wow.
pretty nicked up. I have the Mighty Morphin ones and the Zeo ones. The only one I want is the white one. I don't have it. I have the green one, but I don't have the white one.
Possible you could still find it. Do you remember the, what was it, like 8 foot tall? red Power Ranger that I had in my
Yep.
spare bedroom.
It wasn't 8 foot tall. It was like
To
life
us, it
size.
felt like
it
it.
was like life size.
Yeah, it felt like bigger. But yeah, that was
I remember you had.
it's creepy.
No, I had that. Remember, I had like the R size Megazord.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
didn't break apart and it do nothing. It was just like a statue.
Mm-hmm. Stand still.
Yeah, I remember that shit. We had a whole bunch of stuff. Then after that, we got into like fucking tech decks. We had a little Transformers run.
Yeah,
A little.
We definitely did because I still have toys.
We only liked them probably because of the Power Rangers. Because it was the same thing.
Do you remember Bionicles?
Yo.
Did we go from that to Bionicles?
Yeah, we
because
did.
that kind of makes sense because we had a ton of them.
Yeah, Bionicles. These are...
I still have tech decks, dude.
Dude, these are the new versions. I still got my old versions.
The new ones I don't really like because there's like a concave to it.
No, yeah, well, they're made to actually skate a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, it's more comforting, but...
Enjoys?
Yeah, they're a little bit bigger.
Yeah, they are.
Width and length.
I have a couple of them because I wanted to see, like, dude, how different are these new ones?
Mm-hmm.
But back on Bionicles, dude, we had so many of them fuckers.
So many pieces left on the ground, thrown out.
Yeah, like I remember when they first came out, man. We had the complete first set. I still have them somewhere.
Yeah, I believe you do. Do you remember the movie they came out with too?
Yeah. Do you remember all the video games?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the Game Boy game?
Yeah.
Where we could never figure it out?
I might still have them
Do
in
you
like
still
a case.
have your Game Boy?
It's somewhere.
Because you had the wide Game Boy.
Yeah, what was it called? It was like
Game
almost
Boy
like
Advance.
translucent blue. Yeah,
the Game Boy Advance. It was like the first one that came out because I had the
the flip, the
I had
blue.
the flip one. Yeah, I had the blue one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know, I bought a DS that has that cartridge port in there for that reason.
Just to play it.
Yeah, play some old Pokemon because we never got into that, which is crazy. How we never got into
out
Pokemon.
of everything that we've done. One more thing about the Bionicles. They had something at the mall by us, like Orland Square Mall, and they were it's kind of like a setup where they were selling Bionicle foam toys to like hit people with and such.
Yeah,
I think I still have those. Yeah,
that's before the Lego store was even a thing out there.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't even there.
No, man. If we wanted Lego, we would have to go to to go to a Lego store. We'd have to go to that big ass mall in Schaumburg.
Toys R Us didn't have?
Oh yeah, Toys R Us had them. Oh fuck, fucking forgot about Toys R Us.
Yeah, I was just talking to somebody about that, like all the old places that are no longer here.
Dude, the best part about Toys R Us was in that back corner where they had all those like the motorcycles, the four wheelers, all those.
Was it back left?
Yeah,
going into the entrance. Yeah,
yep.
It's weird to think about.
And then
wow,
that store, man, that store is honestly like the way that store was shaped. It was fucking IKEA for toys. It's like they forced you to go down a whole different path the whole way out the store, and at the end you had the video games. Towards the end you had on the complete left side of the store was all your action figures. So you had we were a little how can I put it? We weren't really into like superheroes. I mean, we had of course we had Batman, Superman, and all that stuff. Marvel wasn't really a thing for us when we were little.
No, really wasn't.
It was DC. It was just Batman. And
yeah, all the oh my god,
we had like 5 different Batmobiles.
That and
each.
The toys that you'd have set up on certain stages,
and we
to
just
like place them in.
Yeah,
and move. Yeah, it's wow. I haven't really thought about that in a long time.
You remember my He-Man shit?
Yeah, we had a lot of He-Man stuff.
Yeah,
I still have them.
way before our generation, and we had I know I had it. This big ass. It was like a play set. It was almost like a bat cave. Remember how the bat cave was?
Yeah.
It was like the Masters of the Universe cave where it had everyone. It's a great time.
I still have them too. I'm gonna have to go through it and look through them all.
I do too. It's all in my crawl space.
Wow.
But speaking of, since we kind of touched on it, tech decks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when we collected tech decks before it was pretty much all fingerboarding? Do you remember what they used to have?
No.
The magnet people?
Oh yeah, we had blind
thumbs?
God, like all the brands. Yeah. And then we had like the Mega Ramps.
Yep.
that you would just set them on. Yeah, they were like that big.
And they were
Put the
all
characters
they were
on
all
it.
thumbs. Did you
Yeah.
know that?
Huh.
All the characters were thumbs.
I don't think I have any of them. It's weird to think about.
Yeah, all the characters were thumbs.
But yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Mind blown, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that was the beginning of everything. You just blew up, got popular, and took off.
Yeah, well, they had the fingerboards. Remember the hand boards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big ones.
We would try to fucking ride them.
Crack them in the middle.
Cat running.
Yeah,
Cat on the
taking
run.
off. My God.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, you had the handboards. I didn't.
Yeah,
I played with yours.
Dude, I still have them. I got Toy Machine ones. Like,
Huh.
I'm thinking, like, I didn't know, like, back in the day, I thought Blind was just a tech deck brand. I didn't know Blind was an actual skate
company.
brand. Well, that's because, getting into our next topic, we could literally segue it right into it.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you got obsessed with, like, X Games and skateboarding and everything.
Did we even watch it on TV?
Yeah. Dude, we were supposed to go do a Tony Hawk's Boom Boom Huck
Yeah,
Jam.
yeah.
And it got
I remember that.
canceled. And I swear to God, all of our parents, because, and they'll be mentioned later,
Mm-hmm.
but, like, it was our original crew. And I swear to God, all of our parents,
Like with my cousins too. You
Yeah.
remember them? Yeah.
all of our parents, I think, signed a picture of Tony Hawk saying it was Tony Hawk. I swear to
They
God.
signed it?
I swear to God to this day. They say they didn't, but I swear to God this day it does, because mine is different from all yours.
Weird. Yeah, because I remember the autograph.
Because mine says to Josh, your guys just say Tony Hawk.
Yours came without a signature, but they felt bad.
No. There's a signature on there. It
No, I
says
know
to
there is.
Josh Tony Hawk, but yours is just a signature. I'm like, when I was younger, I'm like, oh, my name's on mine.
I hope they didn't do that.
I still have the picture. It's somewhere.
Fuck, man. I don't even know
But
where
you know
mine
what?
is.
You know what happened? Why it got canceled, right?
No.
Tornado ran through it.
You just destroyed it?
Yup.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I just remember it getting canceled and us being pissed off.
Oh, we were fucking pissed. We were so mad because that was the first time, like, during that era. Because that's when, shit, man, X Games blew up at that point. That's when Tony Hawk was on the end of his peak. Before street skating. Like
Yeah, it was all vert.
Rob Deerdeck. Yeah, it was honestly all vert when we started.
Yeah, so you got Tony, probably Bucky, Jeff Rowley.
Bob
He was still doing
Burnquist.
it. Yeah, Bob was always in it. He's still doing it. I don't know who else would have.
Sean White.
Yeah, I guess.
A little bit.
Yeah.
This was when he was first starting. He was popping off snowboarding at that point.
Hmm?
But then when he
The
started
Flying
skating,
Tomato.
yeah, man, having some Mountain Dews, getting drunk on Mountain Dews, baby.
Such a stupid interview.
That's an iconic video.
Yeah, it lasts forever.
Yeah, I know. But man, we would every opportunity we had, we skated, and it took us it took one of us years, because you had it before I did. We had the shittiest boards.
Yeah, Toys R Us boards.
We
or
had-
Kmart. You remember that?
Yeah, dude, Kmart was the shit.
Yeah. I mean, the boards worked. We were just, once we got much better at it, we were cracking boards and chipping hard.
I remember we would try to trip our boards on purpose. We would be like, dude, I got this cool chip in my board. Like, check this out.
Or
Like,
you,
damn, dude.
Run down your driveway and just, not like tail stall it, but like tail slide it all the way
Oh,
through.
yeah. I remember your dad built that ramp.
Yeah. The little ramp.
It was like
with
a
the
quarter-
flat and then the bank.
It was like a quarter pipe to a bank. And then I had my ramp, which I don't even know what it was. It was like a little, like...
Yeah,
thing.
not the black one, right? Yeah, it was
Dude,
cool. My ramp didn't have a coping though, so it was
Neither
just
did mine.
Yeah, it was a wood. Yeah,
mine
that's
was
right.
plastic.
Yeah, it hurt less to fall on. That's for sure.
Dude, do you know how many... You remember when I fucking went airborne, right? On the bike? I
Yeah.
fucking sent it, and I literally, like, went too far. And
Off your
fucking-
black ramp or mine?
My ramp.
Yeah, I can't remember if no, you landed in. It wasn't the grass.
I landed on the fucking concrete.
Yeah, we were concrete or
It
the
was
sidewalk.
at my grandma's house. Yeah, sidewalk.
Yeah, so grass, sidewalk, more grass, and you just missed the grass and hit it.
Yeah, dude, I was fucking pissed. I was like, I was fucking freaked out. And I guess because you know how my grandparents' house is, they were looking down at us as soon as I fell. We had people running out because we were always fucking watched.
Yeah, nonstop.
We were watched like fucking hawks. But that led into us having I call it our OG crew, because it was me, you, and your two cousins,
Yeah.
Anthony and Michael, which the dynamic was so cool. Like, because you would always hang out with Anthony. You guys were the same age.
Yeah.
Me and Mikey were the same age. Me and him were always chilling.
He never skated, though. I mean, he attempted. He was always into scootering.
Do you know what we were? We were literally Rocket Power.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that show.
We were literally Rocket Power, dude.
Yeah. As our own little get-together.
Yeah. We were
Rocket
fucking
Power.
Yeah, great show, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were tight, man. We'd be downstairs in your basement playing Mario Kart Double Dash, right? It's Double Dash, right?
Yeah, that
We'd
one's
play
Double
Dash. We would on the GameCube, dude. That GameCube had a lot of hours on it from us.
Yeah, you guys had one at your grandma's, too, down in the basement.
We did not have a GameCube.
Later on, right?
We had a PlayStation.
I remember the original? Not the original, you know what I mean?
No, we took home the original one. They had PlayStation 2. And then they got the Wii, which everyone got the Wii.
Yeah.
But
I thought they had a GameCube.
No.
I don't know why I see that.
No. You had the GameCube.
Yeah, just the blue. Yeah, the blue colored.
Yeah,
box.
dude, you had the OG Cube. And I remember, dude, the games we played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 so fucking much on that game.
4 or 3?
4. We played 3 on the PS2 at my grandma's.
That makes sense. Yeah, Pro Skater hit up, and then that's when it started really getting big.
Yeah.
Everybody getting it. You didn't see many people skating outside, but
No.
at parks they were packed.
Yeah, and that leads to the next fucking thing. We're segueing right into it. You're helping me out here. When we would go to the skate park when we were little.
Which one? McCarthy?
Yeah. That's the only one I remember us going to.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
We would pack up the car. I remember 4 kids in the back seat.
Who was driving?
Your mom.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. I just remember going with her brother all the time with my cousins and all of us.
Them. So
Damn.
We would all pack in, and I remember me and Mikey, we had to squeeze in and seatbelt both of us because we were so small that it didn't matter. And dude, those were the best days for us. Like during the summer, like those days where we were chilling, going to the skate parks. We lived for those fucking days.
It was every week, like every Friday or Saturday when we had the time. Same with getting school off and stuff for like summer break. We'd go.
We would go all the time.
Yeah, for hours.
Yep. And I remember I would slide down the half pipe and just be covered in just whatever stuff, the residue that's on probably drugs that I'm sliding into. Because
it was all black at the time.
It was a black top, yeah.
Yeah, and then they transitioned to orange now.
It's orange?
Yeah, they redid the park.
Is it wood?
I haven't been there since they redone it.
I haven't been there either. I tried skating a couple years ago. I went to a park out in Mokina, which is that way, and I fucking ate it. I said, fuck this. I'm not built for this anymore. Like,
What'd you do?
I was on a mini ramp, and I'm just trying to skate it. I'm just trying to go back and forth. And
Were you dropping in or no?
Yeah, I was dropping in.
Big boy, there we go.
And then I was trying to I was trying to be cute with it after I kind of like got loose and shit. And
having fun with kick turns.
Yeah, and I'm realizing that I haven't skated in a couple years, and I'm trying to like do like a tail touch, whatever it's called, and then flip 180, and I fucking ate it, dog. I'm like, fuck.
You hit your head?
No, but I fucking hit my elbow pretty good. Those are the worst.
Yeah. It starts tingling, everything goes up, and hurts so bad, but it doesn't feel the worst.
The best part about us skating, though, is that we always tried them, but we never were like, oh, we could do 360 hard flips, or like we could do a whole bunch of shit.
Ghetto bird.
Yeah, we would do like we would be like what's that fucking skater's name? We'd be like Chad Muska and just like
Fucking backpack.
yeah, we would just like mess around on the ground and do shit like stalls and pogos and all that stuff.
Same with you know how there's curbs? We were doing axle stalls on that, so that ended
Yeah.
up transitioning into actual ramps. If
Yeah.
you think about it. Same with that little shitty ramp, not shitty, but like the ramp that we had when I was little. We were just doing rock to fakies and rock and
Yeah.
rolls on it before we even went to a park.
Remember when we tried to skate down the stairs?
What, stair set to the left?
No, the stairs in your front yard.
Oh, I mean, I remember the plywood that we had going down it, but I wasn't trying to ollie that. Fuck that.
I swear
Now, my cousin Anthony, he kick flipped it, but it took him like 4 tries. Because you remember when we were kids, but the sidewalk or like it was kind of like split up and then
it
right
was
by the
terrible.
stairs. You
Yeah.
couldn't really set up because there was a crack. You had to like set up beforehand. But
we should have learned how to bondo.
I don't think it would have helped. It
You
was
don't
such a
think so?
big crack. No, and then before the stairs, it was kind of angled, so it would give you like a lift off when you go off it.
Oh wow,
But somehow he made it, and he never did it again because that's a rough landing.
dude. Yeah, because number one, it's not level.
No, not at all.
It drops off.
Same
like,
with the
off to
driveway.
side.
It would kind of roll.
I remember like we would eat it coming off of that driveway. Like I wish at that point we were able, because I mean the street wasn't really that busy.
No,
We weren't allowed to skate in the street.
no, they wouldn't let us, even though it was the best thing that we had.
But we should have took it. Well, I mean, we did a little bit, but we should have took more advantage of just going to my grandma's backyard and just skating.
They didn't want us skating it because we'd always, you remember the driveway and then the curb that ran along the side by the fence? We'd always ollie onto that. And
Yep.
Your grandfather was always mad because he thought we were like breaking the concrete.
You know, I used to, when I was in like middle school and shit, I used to try to wax it
You could
and try
see.
to skate down.
Yeah, I mean, it worked when they weren't looking, you know?
And then eventually I think your dad made a fucking grinding pole out of wood. I think he made a little, not a ledge, but not a pole. It was like an in-between where you could still board slide on it.
We're not talking about the big ledge, are we? Still talk. Yeah?
Maybe. It was
Yeah.
a wood ledge.
Yeah, with a flat bar on it. Or not a flat bar, but like
A flat
a
piece
right
of,
angle
Yeah.
Metal
Yeah.
siding on it.
Mm-hmm. Because you had that and I had this shitty, cheap rail where if you hop on the wrong way, it's leaning.
No, I remember it.
That thing was fucking sketchy.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then they bought me a takeoff ramp.
Yeah.
That was awful. Like you would have to. They literally have holes on the sides of the plastic where to drill into.
Yeah.
And of
That's what I
course,
was
we're not
thinking
going
of.
to drill this thing into anything, so it's just sitting there. So what I used to do is they got so pissed at me, dude. I used to set it up in front of the chairs or in front of the stairs in the backyard for the deck.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking launch up there, stall on the chairs,
I remember
and
that.
jump back down.
Mhm.
Oh my god! Remember how much trouble we got into for doing
Same
that
with just
shit?
doing acid drops or just
Yep.
jumping onto your board onto the ramp. I mean, we were safe because we're used to it. We weren't falling.
No, we were fucking up the wood.
Yeah. I was like, we were
fucking
messing up that.
the wood, man.
They weren't happy about that.
Dude, do you remember? So with the OG crew, do you remember? Because we added in the girls,
Oh, yeah.
Ashley, Amanda, and Brittany.
Mhm.
Do you remember the Sandlot?
Yeah, in the back behind my dad's fence.
Yep.
With
So
the, what did we
behind-
lay down? Was it just stones that we found?
I don't know what it was, but so my grandparents' house and his house we called it our secondary backyard, and it was the forest preserve, basically.
Yeah, so we had a yard beyond the fence, forest preserve, that was all grass, and then all trees. Because
Yeah.
we kept mowing it down so it wouldn't grow over.
And I remember we all either played baseball or softball, every single one of us.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we're like, "Yo, let's go play some baseball." And we didn't want to walk all the way to the fucking park. So we're like, "Fuck it." let's build a little field here because we were little. It wasn't like we were hitting nukes.
It's weird to think about too, because all the houses that we had lined up to the right, like if you hit a ball the wrong way, it's going in their yard or breaking a window. But we never did.
No, we had it the other way. We had it facing.
No, it was facing like home plate, grandma's house, like my house.
Yeah,
my
they were
dad's
on the
home,
left.
and then your
Yeah, they were on the left.
and we were all. It was always like wiffle balls first and tennis balls.
Yeah.
And then we got into baseballs, which was stupid.
Well, here's the thing. I think there's still candy wrappers from 2004 and
Buried
back
there.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we would. Okay, this is what we would do. We would set up lawn chairs. We were
Oh,
we were
God,
way ahead of our time.
The
here.
ugly ass.
Yeah, we
lawn
had the
chairs,
ugly
the
ass
green metal
90s,
shit.
80s lawn chairs. We set them out there. That'll be like our dugout. We put them in the shade. And we had bases. I don't know if they were stones or you had bases or we had bases or whatnot. Or
Yeah,
the
I
girls had
remember
bases.
the white bases we had.
And we would play ball for hours back there, just hanging out. And then eventually, you know, when we started playing with real baseballs, we had to fucking get the fuck out of there. We had to eventually go to the field, but it was never the same after that.
No, but even when we got hot, we still had the pools, neighbor's pool and your grandma's pool. Whenever we get hot,
that's what I was just about to get into. The pools,
one's cold, one's
fucking heated. So like
Yeah.
usually what would happen is like if it wasn't a super hot day, that's when the girls would come over. But you mostly were over at my grandma's house. Well,
Yeah.
if I wasn't there, you probably were
right.
at the girls because the girls they lived next door to him, 2 houses down from my grandparents, and the twins are his age, and the younger girl is a year younger than me, which is weird now because they all have kids.
Yeah, I saw that.
They all have
All
fucking
kids and married.
Yeah, so they had a pool. It wasn't heated, but it was like semi in ground.
Yeah, it was like a half and half,
Because their
but
yard
not
was
fully
on-
in ground. It was
No,
just
it was like the front half. If you go in their backyard, the front half of their pool was in the ground,
yeah, and then the rest was standing up.
standing up. Yeah, it was huge. It was bigger than my grandparents' pool.
Big pool, but always fucking cold.
It was always fucking cold.
I think it was like I don't know if it got under 60 degrees. I remember it'd be like 58 from taking their like little thermostat and checking it. While your grandmother's is a
90 degree
nice and warm
pool.
130 degree pool.
Yeah, dude.
But it was always clean. You didn't
Still
have to worry
is.
about like bugs and shit, you know?
Still is.
No, I know it is.
It's gonna be the last year for that shit too. But yeah, I remember they had parties, man. Remember the name tag parties? They would have parties and everyone had name tags on them.
Yeah, the old stupid stick on.
What my name is.
Yeah.
I remember those,
Ow.
man. Dude, it was so fucking funny. I walk up there because, you know, we always were invited. But, you know, we weren't, especially me, I didn't know any of their friends outside of all of us.
I think it was all like family and shit.
And
There.
they had stickers. This is, write your name on here. Stick it on you. There's bouncy houses. Fucking,
Yeah, we'd have the funhouse shit. We'd have beyond the fences by the little forest preserve. You remember like jumping houses
mine?
and shit?
Yeah.
yours too. And they did it too, but they
didn't really have that much room compared to us.
they really didn't.
Because
Besides
they
putting
had
a
that
trampoline.
hill.
Yeah, the hill going up.
Oh shit! They had a trampoline. I forgot about
yeah,
that
it was.
shit.
They had it. I think it was to the right beyond the
It was
shed.
the most dangerous fucking trampoline in the world.
So beforehand, they had the little playset slide swings and
Yeah.
all that. I don't even remember the color. I was just talking to Hannah about it. Even like the one that I had, but they had that, got rid of it, and then trampoline, and then we had the playset in the backyard.
That trampoline had holes in it when we were still jumping in it.
Springs were all rusted,
Yep, dude, it was fucking no.
but in the beginning it was nice.
And it wasn't enclosed
No, not at the time.
because they got a second one.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't enclosed, and just a whole bunch of fucking rocks. And it's not like we weren't wrestling on there. Like if we were fucking stupid.
Yeah, the white pedals are we just take one of our decks, take off the trucks, and
Yep, and
Jump
we would
on it.
skate on it.
did we do it with a scooter too?
No,
No, they didn't have it
I
at the
never
time.
did. But they have that shit now.
No, yeah, it's just a blank deck and then the fucking thing.
Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we did that. I know we did the skateboards because I remember we used to do that in the pool too.
Yeah, we jump in.
Well, we had the the boogie boards we would always skate with, and then
The foam ones.
remember that they still have it, that orange board.
Yeah.
They still have that shit. It's still
Mhm.
awesome. Still works. Oh man, this is a fucking trip down memory lane, dog. There's so much shit.
We'd get yelled at because we'd want to jump off the stairs going down leading to the pool.
We did.
To go into the pool. I mean, we still did it. You remember when they, before they had the upper deck, the rails and shit? Before, when it was just like flat, drop, deck, pool, we'd jump off the top into the pool.
Yeah.
But it was only for a short time because they didn't want us to get hurt.
No, yeah, that's when we were probably way too small to be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
We were fucking...
Yeah, we were front flipping off the fucking thing and they got mad.
Dude,
Started off as
Do you
cannonballs.
see the new slide that they got a couple years ago?
The big gray one?
Compared to the one we had?
Yeah, the white one with the water going down it.
And
a little.
And you couldn't... we would always tell people, remember, they would hang on to the sides. Don't hang on to the sides. You're going to cut your hand.
Same like...
I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
I don't know how
I think
sharp
that
it
was some bullshit. I think I'm calling cap. Because no one...
I don't think we ever tried it. We always were like, no, we're not going to do it.
So many people that did.
It was the side, but it was the lip underneath it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the top was fine.
I'm calling cap, dude. I swear, I think no one got hurt doing that. And a lot of people did it.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to jump off the top of that. So, like,
I know.
I would...
Same at the bottom of the slide.
Yeah.
Where right before the pool.
Yeah, I had to stop doing that once I got bigger. That was a tough choice.
Even trying to go down backwards, upside down, they were totally hesitant to do it. I mean, we were having fun. We were slipping, getting hurt.
Dude, do you remember our matching outfits?
What do you mean?
Dude, we would always have matching outfits. Like, I actually think in this...
yeah, clothing. I was thinking of swim trunks. I'm like, fuck no, dude.
No, not in this picture, but I know when we went... We would go out places, it would be fucking matching.
Yeah, I think I still have photos of when we were.
Like at Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
Six Flags we were matching. I remember we used to go to the beach.
Did we go to the dunes?
No, we went to Oak Street. We went to Oak Street. Probably it was downtown because we took the subway, or we took the train. I fell asleep. I fell asleep standing up in your dad's arms.
It's weird.
Yeah, your dad literally talks about it to this day. I fell asleep in his, like, he's holding me up.
Right. Yeah.
I'm knocked out.
Busy day. Sun get you. I wonder if there's a photo of that because I've never heard of that, but yet you have. It's weird.
Yeah, you told me like a couple months ago.
Huh.
Because we were talking about something. I don't know how that came up, and he goes, yeah, you fell asleep standing up when I had to hold you up on the train. I'm like, damn. Because I fell asleep everywhere.
Yeah, you were always knocked out. I was going to bring that up.
I was always sleeping. And that's still the case now. Like, I'll get yelled at Face House because I'm just passed out.
Do you not get a good night's sleep? What time do you go to bed?
1:30.
Yeah, until when you wake up.
6:45.
Yeah, that ain't good, bro. It's cool when you're young, but, I mean, you're still younger than me.
Dude, I'm 25. I ain't that young no more.
Yeah, I know. It starts to hurt a little bit. Your back hurts. You have one beer, you're hungover.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you'll get there, man. I mean, it's happening to me, but I drink 10% and higher.
That's why.
Nah, bro.
That's why, dude. You drink those IPAs. I love IPAs too. Like Zombie Dust, my favorite.
I got a couple that are 9.5 if you want one later.
Oh,
they're rough.
Maybe. But what was I saying? I completely lost the train of thought. Oh, yeah. The stuff that we used to do, and I'd always be passed out. Like, we would have sleepovers. You remember sleepovers?
Yeah, and you'd be the first one to fall asleep.
Every time.
Yeah, we're playing video games or doing whatever. Or, like, when I go over to your parents' home, right?
Yeah.
We'd be downstairs playing...
PlayStation. SmackDown vs. Raw, dog.
Yeah, there was another game that we were playing. It wasn't Ninja Turtles because I had that.
It was Crash Bandicoot or Spyro.
There was another one that we did. I don't know. I don't think it was any Batman game, but I remember playing it with... Maybe it was a Power Ranger game. Because I remember playing
Lightspeed Rescue.
That might be it.
It's
because we played it every single time.
Yeah, it's the one where you were in like the hospital, and then you had to fight the bad guy, and then like 2 levels later was the Megazord. Then after that, you're in like this like bay,
Yeah, we'd repeat it, but you couldn't save your progress. So wherever you died, you
Yeah.
have to restart.
No, do you know how you would save your progress?
Hmm.
There's codes we would never write down. Because I remember that season they had the Titanium Ranger. They had that Silver Ranger.
Mhm.
And we were always trying to unlock it. It was not playable. You had to unlock it. And we never did. I still have the game somewhere.
Yeah, I was wondering.
I got
if
to
you
bring
did.
that shit out.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, that one in particular.
Because I still got the PS2, dog. I could bring that shit out and we could fucking grind.
I had one. I had the big box. Like when the PS2 first came out.
Oh, yeah, I had that too.
I got rid of it a while ago because I only had 2 games and there's nothing on it that I want to play because I have the PS5 now. Same with the Xbox.
Yeah.
You can cross-gen everything.
Yeah, I had a kid fucking sit on the fucking... He accidentally either stepped on it or sat on the fucking...
How do you accidentally
trays.
sit on it? The tray?
Yeah.
You bend it or break it?
Bent it. So he had to get a new fucking PS2. Now I have a silver fucking Slim. But that was a while ago. I was so pissed.
You know, you can twist the PS or like PlayStation symbol and shit. Yeah, I found that out before I got rid of my the big PlayStation too, because you could stand it.
I always knew. I'm like, ooh, this thing moves.
I didn't know that. I found it on fucking Instagram.
Did you know? So at the loading screen. Did you know that? Do you know how it almost looked like there was buildings?
Yeah, when it would come up Sony Entertainment.
Do you know what those are? Those are your save files.
Oh.
The more you have in your save file, you put it up there.
Yeah, we had memory cards for what? 3 gigs? Or no, 3 mega.
3. It was.
What was it? 3 MG, right?
6 megabytes, I think. Which
yeah.
Do you know how many games and how much storage that gave us back in the day?
Give you an advantage. You can have 2 in at the same time and have more. But
you remember Arctic Thunder?
No, elaborate.
That's the snowmobile game. That was at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh yeah. Where you'd sit on it and ride. And
we have the PS2 game, the same game.
Weird. I didn't know they made that. I thought it was just like an arcade style.
My parents stayed up one night for a long time. I don't know how late they stayed up, but all I remember is waking up the next morning. Everything is unlocked. They beat the game. They beat the game in one night. I'm like,
you suck.
Well, dude, I was 5 or 6. Like, there's no way I could learn how to do all that stuff like that.
How long did you play it after that?
Dude, I can
imagine.
Dude, I'll put it in right now and play it. Like, that game is such a classic to me. Same with, like, ATV. Remember ATV?
You remember SSX Tricky?
Yo.
Yeah, the ATV. Yeah, that one was really good.
SSX Tricky, ATV. What else?
There's a lot.
We already covered the Tony Hawk games.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
We didn't play.
Oh, Guitar Hero.
No, yeah,
no, that was
later.
Yeah,
that was later though.
Damn, I was thinking I was.
No, I had that was PS2. I had you had Rock the '80s. I remember.
Oh yeah, and we didn't get 1. I think we started with was it Guitar Hero 2 or 3? Legends of Rock.
I started with 2.
Yeah, and then we got 1.
We got 1
like shitty.
Then Rock the '80s. Yeah, 1 had the best playlist out of all of them.
Mm-hmm. But it was just so goofy to see it and play it.
Rock the '80s. I remember literally in your room, like I'm watching you play Round and Round by Rat.
Yeah, and that little
and you could
18-inch fucking TV.
And you could not get the fucking solo. And I'm like, dog, like you would be so close. And
I mean, don't get it wrong. We were on hard or expert at a young age. We weren't playing on easy or medium.
You play Fortnite yet? The Guitar Hero on Fortnite?
No.
Yeah. I played it, so I set up my keyboard.
Wow.
I set up my keyboard like it's a guitar.
Huh.
So
you just play. Damn, I didn't know they had that. I mean, I've never played Fortnite. I've only seen videos on it because I didn't feel like I could get into it because I like.
It's called festival mode. Like they made the Lego mode and the festival mode that came out all at the same time.
Is it kind of like the same play style where you play certain songs and then an encore? Damn.
What it is you get into a lobby of 4 people and you have 4 different instruments you could play, and even if you're singing, it's not singing. It's just Guitar Hero. So you have bass, drums, singing, and then guitar. And basically there's like old guitar or newer Guitar Heroes like World Tour where they had, or like Metallica where they had the different difficulties for the different instruments.
Yeah.
They have that on there. But what happens is you get into a lobby of 4 people and you play 4 songs. You pick what song you want to. When you get in the lobby, you pick what song you want in the playlist, and it's randomized, like who's playing what song first or whatnot. Or
I mean, at least it still lives on somewhat. But
dude,
I don't
it's
know if
so
it's
much
as
fun.
Is it as popular, sort of, as it used to be? Because we had Guitar Hero Rock Band.
I wouldn't say it's as popular, but when it came out, it was popping. It was popping. The only thing that sucks is that there's no strumming.
Yeah.
So like there's times where like it's like a hold on type of thing where it's like you're not technically pressing it, you're holding it and then letting go of it at that time. And it's a little weird. It's not like it's one of those notes where you have to hold because they have those, but it's like say there's like a line when you like in Guitar Hero where you really gotta fucking get in there. It's like that, but you just go.
So it's like almost like a hammer-on in a way the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's easier because it's one less thing to worry about, but strumming made it feel so real.
Yeah.
Same people would use their fingers, or I've seen people use picks to play, which I thought was weird, but whatever works for you.
Yeah, I remember we tried to get into music a little bit when we were younger. You had a drum kit, I had guitar. Nothing ever came of it.
No, it was just Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
that was it. That
just
big
Guitar
ass
Hero.
controller.
But let's move forward a little bit. We got deep with all that retro shit, which I like talking about, by the way. What's going on here? Gotta fix my outline. So let's move past because we never really ever talked about school. How was school for you?
Starting from the beginning?
I mean, just like, how was it?
It was fine. Like friends and stuff that you would meet, but they're friends that would only be for that time. It's not like just like now. I don't talk to anybody from my high school at least, but one friend of mine, his name's Kyle. We were in middle school together, Central, and then we split off. He went to Carl Sandburg and I went to Tinley.
Okay.
We still talk. I just met him up a couple weeks ago. First time in like 7 or 8 years. We hung out, so I went over to his home and we talked for a long time, made burgers and hung out. It's kind of weird, but it was like nothing's changed because you don't want friends. It's like you don't know if you have to change yourself in order to get involved with him. No, he was still the same, and I'm still the same. So it was fun.
Yeah, that's awesome because that's one thing we never talked about school when we were younger.
No, you went to Oak Forest.
Yeah,
Bengals.
Fuck yeah, dude.
What was that like? Because I think I only went into that school once, and it was like by the cafeteria for something.
It was all right. I didn't mind it. I was so involved with sports. It was
baseball and travel.
My freshman year I did football, and then I bowled baseball.
Yeah.
So that's my whole year right there. And then after that, it was bowling and baseball. It was bowling and baseball. But in the fall, I was either bowling or playing baseball. So I was.
Yeah, you're busy all the time. You couldn't really do anything.
Yeah. But one thing I wanted to touch on with you during your time at school, I don't remember how old you were, but I know it affected you a little bit, was, and it really changed our dynamic for our friendship, was your parents getting a divorce. How old were you, and like how did that affect you?
I think I was 10.
You were that young?
I think, yeah.
I thought you were a little older.
No, I believe it was, it had to be when I was around 10. But as a kid, you don't understand that.
Yeah.
Because you're used to seeing your family, like going home to your family, not like separated or whatever. But I mean, I didn't understand it, so it didn't really affect me. It was weird not to come, like when eventually they moved out and such, to come home and it's like, oh, your dad or you're at your mom's or whatever. But they still made it so they would make it still feel like a family, even though they're split up. Because we had, I think it was like 1 week at like my dad's or 1 week at my mom's and kept splitting it, but it never really transitioned to that. I would go over whenever I wanted.
Yeah.
So it's like the way they treated me never changed at all. It was just they weren't together doing it. But it didn't
Yeah.
feel different. It was just, for a kid's perspective, yeah, definitely odd.
Yeah, because I definitely was like, damn, like, because I knew what was going on because I went through it already with my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they're, because, I think at their dynamic, when Tommy was little, his mom lived in the bumfuck nowhere 3-4 hours away, or yeah, something like that,
It was
down
far.
south, and I'd only see him every other weekend, maybe.
All right,
I think it was every other weekend, and then I thought that's how it was going to be with you, and I'm like, damn, I'm never going to see him. But you were around more, but it changed because we went from seeing each other every time I was at my grandma's house. I spent more time at your house than her house. From barely seeing you, I'm like, damn, dude, made my grandma's house fucking boring.
Yeah, and certain days, I mean, it'd be like a week or so after instead of every day, which wasn't a big deal, but it was probably made you feel a little off too.
Well, especially because I was even younger. I mean,
Yeah,
if you say you were 10, that means I was like 7 or 8.
Yeah, you didn't
So,
understand that, but even at our age, I don't know if they had it with your friends and shit. No one's parents were really divorced that I knew of. Everyone was together, right? So like that was weird to talk to friends from school on, like, oh,
yeah, I'm going to my dad's house.
right, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, not like that, but they're like, huh? What does that mean?
Yeah.
And then you have to somehow explain it even though you don't know anything about it.
That's the one thing that, I've always got because of my uncle. Because I saw all that shit and all that. So, like, I'm like, it's like I know what was going on. Of course, everyone has their own different situation. But if you could, I just, like, figured out, like, the premise of, like, oh, this is what's happening. So that's how I kind of, like, understood the whole situation. But, yeah, it was rough.
Kids from school would view you as an outcast.
Yep.
Because it's different or it's not normal.
Yeah.
But it's not like the divorce had nothing to do with me. It was just whatever they were going through at the time, and it was better off being separated than together fighting, and not fighting, but like arguing and shit.
Yeah.
Until I got into high school. Then everyone's parents were kind of split and it was understood. So I never got judged at all. I had a good time in high school with like teachers and shit, and then what I was doing, and then friends that I made. Like, everybody got along. I never fought anybody.
No, I remember, like, when we were in high school, because I think when I was a sophomore, you were a senior, right? You graduated in 15?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I remember we used to hang out back in high school, and we would drink a couple beers. And
what, like those Miller Lights?
Yeah.
The bottles and then the cans. Yeah, just like little shit.
We'd have to sneak it.
No, or it's like, or it was accepted, like, okay.
I would have to sneak it.
There'd be, oh, yeah. For me, it's like, okay, one beer or whatever, it's not going to hurt you. And that's with everybody agreeing, not me just taking the shit and go.
Yeah. But it was fun, man. What else we got? So, like, after high school, you said you enjoyed it. You had a great time. What did you decide to do? Did you go to school?
I was still...
You went to Moraine, didn't you?
I was going to, because I was still doing locksmithing.
Okay.
And I realized it's not something I want to do. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, but at universities, I didn't want my parents paying fucking $400,000 for the fucking whole ride or whatever. That's stupid to me, but they wanted the best for me. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to put you in fucking debt. It's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So a buddy of mine ended up becoming... my cats, a critical care, almost like a critical care medic, or it's something high. So it's like you're dealing with, like, don't mean to get gross, but like body parts coming off.
Oh, yeah.
And shit like that. But he worked his way up and he's like, dude, it's so much fun. You're going to love it. So I ended up going to school to get my EMS license. So you start out as an EMR. So I was going to Moraine for that, but I don't think I was in district. So I went to Joliet Junior College.
Okay.
Because I wasn't. It was like a threshold, kind of like a fine line. So it's not like it was a shit ton of money. It was just, okay, I can get my education here in a couple of years and figure it out. So you get your EMR first, go to school for, I don't know if it's half a year or a fucking year. And then you get a little card, so emergency medical responder, which means you can't do shit. You can't even assist with oxygen. You just sit in the fucking passenger side.
Oh, you couldn't even do shit?
No, it was just there, like, kind of like, okay, if we're doing construction or something, dude, hold my tools. Kind of like that, but don't do anything with it.
Oh, man, that
So
sucks.
that's how it is. So I didn't, I wanted to go for my EMTB, which was much better because you could do a little bit more. So get your EMR, and then you transition the following year into EMTB 201 to 209. So split up by semester. First semester 201, next 209, I believe. And then went through that. Trying to think if there was anything that was causing any issue in between. So we do that. You continue on, and then I'm in the 209 section. So like now it's like you had book work. Now you have to go out to firehouses and hospitals and do some ride timer clinicals. So I was at Morris Hospital I think I had to do 3 shifts there, which was just you're with a couple people that are like you in class, roam the halls, just everything you learned you can do with patients as long as they didn't have COVID or anything like that, because that was a restriction. They didn't want us to put on full PPE and do that. But you can, everything that we did was like hands-on, but they have machines and shit. So nurses would ride around, we call it the cart, and they'd have everything there, and they just hook up shit to you. They don't really, it saves time not to do the manual work, but I feel like it's more accurate.
Yeah.
As opposed to a machine telling you everything. I don't like that. But I met a surgeon that worked there, and he was the nicest dude ever. Because it's like you find someone to follow along with. He was an actual legit doctor. So I got to see stitches from a dude that fell from a tree. It gashed his whole side of his head open. So I was learning how he does this stitch. And I got to see some cool stuff, but nothing graphic.
Oh, so you don't got any like crazy like
yeah, I got stories, but nothing I could really do at that hospital because they treated you like absolute fucking garbage.
Hot take.
Yeah, it's just like being a resident or someone that's new. They don't give a shit about you.
Oh,
you are their bitch. And they were all ignorant. I almost complained to my teacher back at JGC about how bad of an experience I had because everyone treats you like shit. You just there, you want to learn. You have a checklist of what you have to get signed off and what you learned. But it was basically like a fuck you as soon as you enter, because I mean we're useless, can't really do anything. But
yeah,
you want to get people more in the field, treat them nice, have them want to come back. Don't just throw them on the fucking ground and say get up.
Yeah, just don't throw them to the wolves.
That was bad. Fuck that place.
But luckily, you got out of all that, though.
Yeah, I finished. Did my ride times at firehouses where you pitch in some money, they cook for you. Real meals, real solid dudes. And then near the end of the class, we finished, and then we had our final practicals. So you have like trauma, medical, and stuff with babies and infants, but no neonates because that's none of our business. And we had to pass those exams, like physical examinations, and then you pass the final. And then you go and take your national. I took mine at the AT&T building in Chicago. Because I couldn't take it at JGC because of COVID at the time. So it's like you sign up, you're in a classroom with other people doing other tests for anything else. So maybe like 7 of us in this big giant room. Yeah, we're on a computer taking a test.
Because that means that, well, we'll just say that that's like your schooling. That means that me and you pretty much like graduated college around the same time, or school at the same time.
Yeah.
When you finish your shit and I finished all my shit.
Yeah, gen eds are fucking stupid.
Oh, I know.
Just get to the point and what you want to learn. So I wasted like 2 years just getting those done before doing what I wanted.
You don't want to know the stupid ass classes I've had to take. It's bad.
I had to take geology. As cool as it was, it had nothing to do with the medical field.
I had to take philosophy.
So did I.
I had to take
a fucking music class. What does that have to do with anything? Nothing.
I took music. I took a couple music. I took piano. I took this fucking comic book class. It was politics and superheroes. And you just read comic books and like talked about
it's cool, but like
the history of it and shit.
Huh.
It was literally for a history class. To slash that off. I took the dumbest classes.
I had to take anthropology, which is really cool, but has nothing to do with the medical field.
I was so happy I never had to take that class.
It was very awesome if you're into like history and such. It was amazing. But it was like, what's the point?
Yeah, college sucks. I didn't really, for my degree, I really did not have the proper education. Now that I look back at it, like I had my advisors, like my advisor was apologizing to me on how bad like one of my professors were, and he was 2 of my classes in the same year because I found out he's a high school substitute teacher.
Huh.
Like it just the guy's story just did not add up, and he was a terrible teacher. He graded like so stupidly. Like I made this awesome bomb video for my video production class, and he just like shit on it. And I showed my advisor. I'm like, dude, this thing got shit on. He goes, dude, this is an A project. I go, well, I got a C. He goes, why? I don't know, man. This guy really don't know what he's talking about. I taught the class pretty much. Like if anyone had trouble with Adobe, be like, hey Josh, come over here. Can you help me with this real quick? I'm like, my single ass back then, especially if the girls were asking for, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll come over there.
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh, is this how do you know so much? I go, well, I do this, I do social media and stuff like that. Like, oh, that's so cool. I'm like, yeah, you want to kick it later? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, no. That geology course I took, it was an hour long, right? Like 60 minutes or whatever. The dude would talk about his cats or his one cat for 58 fucking minutes. I almost got him fired because I complained about it. Because it's like, we're all teaching ourselves. You're not teaching us anything.
I hate teachers like that.
And like, I don't give a fuck about your cat, bro. Like, it's cool in the beginning because it's all in the beginning. Oh, let's learn everybody's names, what you like. But like, the whole semester was all about his cat. And I didn't see why we needed to know that. There's no relevance.
You took Pussy 101.
Yeah, pretty much. Same pussycat every single day.
Wow.
Just so dumb. Yet he didn't know what his problem was when I complained. More than one student did. He's like,
Yeah.
no, I never did that. It's like, dude, you fucking kidding me? Why would I be bitching about it?
Oh yeah, dude. And then after all that went down, you weren't working for a while, and then you magically ended up at the good old USPS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because EMS wasn't for me. It's for other people. That's how I view it. I'm not getting into it. And yeah, I went into there. It's been super fun. I love it.
You actually really like it?
Yeah, and that's weird to say because every other job was like, okay, it's cool, This I really enjoy.
You get to walk around outside. I mean,
so much respect for all the people doing it because I've been in it. It's hot as fuck.
you'll love it in the winter because I know how you are in the cold. Your Russian ass likes to fucking stay in the cold.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, but it's a blast. The people that I'm surrounded by are very nice. Now I'm not used to that because EMS is very nasty and toxic. So these people are unbelievably nice and they mean it. So when they would
just wait till Christmas. I'm
yeah,
not kidding.
that's what they were
I'm
telling
not
me.
kidding.
So when I'd be nice, or with them being nice, I'm like, okay, what's the joke? Like I'm coming up with a comeback, like all right, let's hear it, But no, they're all solid people, and it's like, man, this is what I've been waiting for.
And you're in a great neighborhood too.
Yeah, I've done been around the block a little bit. Every they call them like I keep calling everybody patients, right? So they're customers, right? People that you're delivering to. They all love to talk, and they're very, very nice. I haven't met one person that like hates my guts.
You probably will never, unless you fuck up their mail more than once. But no, dude, you're in a great neighborhood. Like, and plus, shout out to my dad for helping you out, which he didn't need to, which he just threw his name out there to help you out. My dad's a postmaster. of the Postal Service. So that I think it's just so cool. You're gonna love it during the winter, Christmas. You keep those great relationships with those people. You're gonna get some out of it. Trust me.
And it's like the people there, they know me based upon whatever your father told them. Because I thought it was just like putting in a good word, but he did a lot more. So
the person, your boss, he trained.
Really? Because I was talking to the female. Yeah, I was talking about stories with them because she told me how much she worked with him in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I just thought they worked alongside each other. I was like, oh, that's really cool because they have a great relationship.
Well, I think they. I know. Well, I'm not 100. I'm about 75% sure that he trained her. But
yeah, but nothing but good things that I've been told about your father there.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they're like they'll make a joke with me like, oh, we have high expectations for you. I'm like, oh gosh, right? But it's awesome being able to work by yourself because I used to with EMS I had to take care of like 30 people. They're adults, they don't know how to do their job, and being able to just be accountable for myself, solid. I love it. I don't have anyone messing up with me because I'm alone.
Yeah,
right?
you're by
it's only
yourself.
me making mistakes.
You just gotta sort your mail and put it in your carrier and go drive off. And
I wish I did it right outside of high school. I really do, but I mean, I wouldn't have gotten to this point where I am now. And I think it's worth it.
Yeah, that is true. But one last thing I did want to talk to you about is I don't know the story. How the fuck did you and Hannah meet?
At a vape shop called Vapors down on Hannah? Was Vapors down on was it down Harlem?
Yeah, it was by what was that, Lincoln Way North?
Okay, so by Lincoln Way North, Vapors down on Harlem back when it used to be there was a vape shop, right? And yeah, we have the directions, latitude and longitude on a bracelet from where we met because the building's no longer there.
Really?
So yeah, I walked in and she was there, and I knew the guy behind the counter, and then her and I just started talking, and it worked. It clicked.
It clicked. Trust me, I know the feeling.
Yeah, it was bizarre. It was like kind of like you've known the person or like for years, even though it's your first time meeting them. So yeah, after that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, our whole family was saying like, oh, it's like you guys have been together forever. And
That's how this would be in faith. Yeah, trust me, dog. I know the feeling.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
Now we're here on a podcast.
Yeah, at my place with 2 kitties.
2 kitties. But hey, man, I really appreciate you coming on here. I wanted you on. You're my original day one. Well, actually, we're both our original day ones. If you know what that means. You know what day one is? Okay. So
yeah, fucking 25 years doesn't even feel like it.
Nope.
It's weird to think about.
Our friendship can get fucked up drinking. They could drink.
No, you can't hold your liquor.
Yes, I can.
You get goofy.
No, I don't. I get goofy, but I can hold it in.
No, you can't. Even Hannah. She's like, nah, bro.
You guys,
it's funny.
You guys haven't drank with me in
we
a while.
have, but like you have like a half a Miller Lite and you're already fucking buzzed.
No.
It's like, bro, stop.
Dude, it takes me at least like 4, 5, 6, 7 to even feel anything anymore.
Anymore? I mean, yeah, we'll have to see next time we do something together or there's like a get together.
Well, if I'm drinking IPAs, yeah, I'm probably like done after 3.
Depending on percentage of it.
Zombie dust, but zombie dust I could drink a whole bunch of them. I'll be good. But
half of one.
Yeah.
You weak.
I ain't weak. But thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for letting me come into your humble abode.
Yeah, he had to pay me to come here because it ain't for free. $30, you can get the fuck out.
Yeah, $30 an hour. But thank you so much. If we're not moving forward, what are we doing? You got to always keep inching because this is Every Inch Counts. I'm your host, Josh Bogs Life Boger, and I'm out. Peace.
Bye.